haatan ku guulaystay oo salaamaya dhammaan taageerayaashiisa waxaa moodaa in caawinta halkaan xaflad kood badan ka dhigto haddaba saad u jeediin kamerada lagu tegin in Edmurray oo ku guulaystay codbixintii farxaddiina dadka taageerayaashiisa aad iyo aad u faraxsan yihiin oo kala socda markay dhacaysay goobjoogna ka ahaa aad iyo aad ayuu u faraxsan yihiin taageerayaashiisa Edmurray ayaa ah mayorka Seattle Washington waxay January guurka ماشي عياري ولا سباق اللعبة حتى بقى ما عنده جاي بالو بدو شمال وحنا متعين waxaan balyeynayso wixii caawa meesha ka dhacay waxa gadaasha taaganna waa u jeediyay mayoradii haysan jirtay state of Washington oo haatan xukunka ka degatay muddo 2 sano ka hor kala taagan taageerayaashii Soomaalidu ayaguna gadaashooda taagan
and importantly, equality, marriage equality. People think of us in the way in we should be thought of. Now it's time for us to make sure everybody understands we are the great city of Seattle. Yeah. We, ladies and gentlemen, have the greatest mayor in the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm city welcome to our next great mayor, Mayor Edmurray.
Thank you, Seattle. You know, it was 11 months ago today that we started this journey. It was 11 months today that many of you joined me in this journey because we believe that Seattle could have a government that was progressive, that Seattle could have a government that was pragmatic, and Seattle could have a government that created results. Yeah. 18 years ago yesterday, I took the oath of office for the first time. And those two dates are linked because both of them were powered by a simple belief that while government cannot solve our problems, government can be a partner in solving the challenges that we face. This campaign was energized by the belief that Seattle could show the nation that government can work once again. This campaign was fueled by the notion that those who are public servants are the best example of the American dream, of the American principle of self-government. Those who sacrifice for us as public servants are not our enemies, but our friends. So I have to say, I know that not all the ballots are counted, but if current trends continue, my friends, current trends continue, we are here tonight to declare victory. And you know, you can't run a campaign like this. You can't run a campaign with the tremendous energy it takes, with the tremendous passion it takes, unless you care about the people of Seattle. And that, my friends, those qualities describe Mayor Mike McGinn. And I want to thank the mayor for his public service. For those who fought hard for the mayor's re-election, I want to paraphrase Abraham Lincoln. We are not enemies but friends. Though passions may have strained, they must not break the bonds of friendship. They must not break the bonds of affection. And I will always remember Mike McGinn with affection as a challenger and as a partner who's given me one of the best political experiences of my life. So thank you. To those who support, I have not yet earned. I realize that tonight I did not receive your vote, but I have heard your voice, and I will continue to hear your voice. I need your help to govern this city, and I promise you tonight that I will be mayor of all of this city, including those who are not with us tonight. We live in an incredible city, an incredibly diverse city, a city of racial diversity, of economic diversity, and of cultural diversity. And I've had the opportunity to go on a journey these last 11 months throughout the neighborhoods and communities of our city. I've had the chance to sit down with East African immigrants in Southeast Seattle. I've had the chance to sit down with business owners in Lake City. I've had the chance to sit down and talk to activists in neighborhood issues in West Seattle. I've had the chance to visit Baptist churches in the central area and in my own neighborhood here in Capitol Hill to talk to the nightlife folks. And the one thing I have learned is that this city is energized and that there is a spirit out there to bring us together and to turn the page in Seattle and in our history. So this is the part that is most important to me. You know, I didn't get here without all of you, and I can't thank all of you enough by name. But I do want to single out some folks. First of all, the woman who last year ran the R74 campaign who built the best campaign organization I've ever seen, Maggie Thompson. incredible staff and her incredible volunteers. For the hours of doorbelling, for the hours of phone banking, for the hours that you've worked for 11 months, all of you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You know, sometimes we in Seattle are accused as politicians of not taking risks. But I want to point out some politicians who took risks and got out there early. And they include Councilmember Tim Burgess. Councilmember Bruce Harrell. Councilmember Sally Clark. Councilmember Tom Rasmussen. Councilmember Gene Godden. One of the first city attorney, Pete Holmes. And the King County Sheriff, John Urquhart. Former Mayor Wes Allman, former Mayor Charlie Royer. And most importantly of all, two people who really made a difference in this campaign. Ron Sims and Christine Gregoire. But I'm not done. I want to thank Peter Steinbrook. I want to thank my mentor, Martha Cho. I want to thank my friends, Tina Pawlikowski, David Della, and Dolores Zabonga, and former Speaker of the House, Wayne Ellers. You ought to be up here now. And I want to thank the 22 labor unions who stood with me. And I should list them all, but I'm not in the interest of time. But the Seattle firefighters, the Seattle police officers, the Seattle building and trades, your bus drivers, the transit union, SEIU 775 and SEIU 1199. And organizations who took a risk on me, the Washington Conservation Voters. And my friends, I will always owe a great deal of debt to Planned Parenthood vote. Human Rights Washington, the Human Rights Campaign Fund, the Victory Fund, the Seattle Chamber of Commerce, small business owners, the Open States to Develop and Monuments Ice Cream, the Seattle Times and the Seattle Day News. The legislative districts in Seattle, the 43rd, the 46th, the 34th, the 5th, the 11th, and the 32nd. King County Democrats. King County Young Democrats. And I could go on. What did I forget? Caminos! And the nightlife folks. I was gonna get there. most popular day on the job. You know, even a few short years ago, just a few short years ago, it would have been unimaginable that I would stand before you, elected as your next mayor, and I would stand beside the man I love, who I was able to marry this summer. And thinking of that moment, as President Obama says, if there is anyone out there who still doubts that the America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonder if the dream of our founders is alive in our own time, who still question the power of democracy, tonight Seattle has given you an answer. But you know, in the words of our first openly out U.S. Senator, Tammy Baldwin, I didn't run to make history, I ran to make a difference. And we are here tonight because we want to make a difference in the city of Seattle. We want to make a difference for those who need affordable housing to live in this city. We want to make a difference in the lives of those who want more safety in their city. We want to make a difference for those activists who are looking for a strong partner to improve our neighborhoods. We want to make a difference in the lives of the immigrants who have come to this city from around the world and every day get up to make the American dream their own. And we want to make a difference in businesses, small and particularly new businesses and large businesses who are creating jobs. My friends who are creating jobs and who are creating the entrepreneurial spirit that can drive this economy forward. And we want to make a difference by working with those who are trying to address the environment, who are working for more transit, so that this region can lessen its impact on global warming. And finally, as it has been said before, the ultimate test, moral test of a government is that how it treats those at the dawn of life, those at the twilight of life, and those who live in the shadows of life. That will be the moral test of my administration. And I pledge to work with you every day as mayor to make that difference in the lives of this city, to make the difference in those in need and those who have, to bring this city together. And to my friends around the state, to my fellow Washingtonians, Seattle wants to reach out and create a new relationship with our region, create a new relationship with our state, and work across the state as a city to create one Washington. Finally, let me end where I began. And I know that at least one of my sisters is somewhere out there. Margaret? Okay. Make your way up here. One of my nephews is here too. Well, okay. So, some of my sisters and nephews are here. Anyway. And I want to go back to where it started. We grew up in a working class family. We grew up at times very poor, but we grew up with a family that had a belief in public service. And I would not have believed, growing up in Alki, when it was a working class neighborhood, that I would stand before you here today you here today. By the way, I have 4 other sisters. That I would stand before you today as your next mayor. Thank you for your faith in me. Thank you for your faith in Seattle. So it's time to build a new administration and to plan a honeymoon. Thank you.